Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be talking about eyeshadow. So when I woke up this morning I was feeling green, so I'm going to go ahead and go through a green eyeshadow look, and then I may pair it off with my serpentine lipstick that I was talking about last week in my video. So first I'm going to start off with a brown shade that I am going to blend into kind of the top of my brow bone here, something that I can blend the green into. The eyeshadow that I am using right now is M.A.C, and it is called Uninterrupted, and I'll actually show you guys. Now, I already did go ahead and kind of pre-do my face beforehand. So I did my foundation, my brows, my concealer, and then as you can see I have some powder underneath here just to catch any fallout, and then once I'm done with the eyeshadow I'll go ahead and wipe that away. Okay, awesome. So now I'm thinking that I want to kind of do an ombre look. So at the very top, just kind of right below where I took that brown, I'm going to take a dark green. I'm taking a color out of my James Charles Morphe palette, which let me see if I can turn this around. As you can see, it has multiple colors in here, so we love it. It is a full rainbow. So I'm taking this dark green color here. Let me see, I have the little thing. Let me see what the name is. So I think it's called Daddy. So I am blending this, as I said, kind of right below the brown. I don't want to bring it too high up. All right. So now I'm going to be taking my smaller crease brush, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm either going to dip in Social Blade or so I'm going to go ahead and dip into Social Blade, which is a light green. It'll be this color right here. And I'm going to enter that directly into my crease. All right, perfect. So now, I think that I kind of want to do a cut crease. I'm going to grab my paint pod, and I'm going to grab this beautiful M.A.C brush. I do not know what number it is, but I will put it in the bio for you guys. Now, I have a very small hooded eye. Therefore, when I do my cut creases, I don't do them very large. Just because my eye is so small. I probably should do them larger, but it's just my preference. Okay, great. And what I'm doing is I'm really just going right around my eyeball. I know that sounds weird, but like I'm literally tracing around my eyebrow and where my crease is at. I feel like that's the easiest way to do a cut crease rather than just kind of making your own shape, which you're perfectly, fine to do that, but I just find this a little bit easier for me. All right. And I use the paint pad, from M.A.C Pro Longwear paint pad. and this is in the color Layin' Low. So lastly, what I'm going to do is take a very lime green from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This one is the Prism palette. So I'm going to be dipping into this green color here, Sphere, which is a very neon yellow color. Maybe I'll do a swatch test on my finger. So I am going to take my bigger shadow brush and I'm going to start with that at the lower part of my cut crease. And then as I get towards the top, then I'm going to take a more precise brush so I make sure not to kind of blend the two. If you have not tried out Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows, they are wonderful. They do have a lot of fallout, but the pigmentation is really fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the more precise brush, which this is actually, it's a micro smudge brush from Eco Tools. So very small, but it'll get into the nice crevices. I'm using my mirror over here to the side just so I can get a very close look at it. Okay, and there we have it. This is kind of a close-up. It's giving me a very 60s vibe. I kind of like it. All right, so now that I have done that, I'm going to wipe off this micro smudge brush, and then I'm going to take the first color that I started with, the Daddy from the Morphe Charles palette, and I'm going to sweep that underneath my bottom lash and kind of smudge that out. And then I think I'll add a little of a metallic shadow in my corners just so it can pop a little bit. So I'm gonna take that and I'm going to smudge it just right underneath. Now you do not have to put eyeshadow underneath your eye. it's totally up to you, but that's just something that I like to do. I feel like it just completes a look, and it really kind of gives you almost like a cat eye effect. Kind of brings the shadow full circle. I like to connect mine kind of in between here so you don't have that gap. All right. And then I am going to wipe off this brush again. And then I'm going to dip right back into the Sphere from the Anastasia palette. And I'm going to pat that there. Now, if I wanted this to be more pigmented, I would have put some of my paint pod below here, but I really don't want it to be super pigmented like it is on the top here, because I'm more than likely going to go over this with a metallic color. Okay. Awesome. So now I'm going to take a color out of my Too Faced Life is a Festival palette. I love this palette too. I don't use it very often though. I don't know why, I just don't. So I am going to take the color Fireflies right here. Just a metallic green, it's very beautiful. All right, so now we have something in the inner eye that's going to be really nice. So next, what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to wipe this off my under eye, wipe off the powder and the eyeshadow from my under eye. I'll show you guys the highlighter that I'm going to be using. This is again from the Lime Crime Hi-Lite Unicorns palette. And I am going to be using this middle green highlighter color here. I'll swatch test that. It's super pretty. I don't know if you guys can, yeah. So I'm going to be using that highlighter. So off camera, I went ahead and dusted off the powder underneath my eye. I put on a little bit of blush, and then as you guys saw just a second ago, I went ahead and put on my highlighter. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do a lash for this or not, just because I'm going swimming later today. So I think I'm just going to do a nice, well, do I want to do a lash? I don't think so. So I'm just going to do some mascara. And don't mind me, I'm going to be looking over here at my smaller mirror just so I can get a more detailed look. But I'm going to start off with a Lancome. It's called Lancome Sills Booster XL. Just in a white tube. It really acts as kind of like a primer for your lashes, but it also really helps boost the length of your lashes as well. So I'm going to go into that. Now once I put that on, I'm going to go directly into my Stila Magnum mascara. Okay, top lashes are on. Next, I am going to take my bottom lash, and I think I'm going to coat my bottom lash with this Lancome primer as well. Okay, so now bottom and top lashes are done. Isn't that beautiful, guys? So now I'm going to go into my lipstick. So this is the infamous lipstick I've been talking about. This is from Lime Crime, and it is called Serpentina. Oh, you guys, I've been calling it Serpentine, but Serpentina. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful green. Now, I don't know if I want to be extra and put on a full green lip or if I want to do an ombre. I think I'm going to do an ombre. And I'm going to mix it with a liquid lipstick from Morphe called Lovely. It's kind of like I think it looks a lot more red in this bottle, but it's kind of more It's kind of more of an orange color. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe off my lip plumper from Too Faced Extreme Injection. Now, when I'm using a liquid lipstick, I don't really feel the need to go in with a liner. So, because I kind of just trace my own line, really. Oh, I think out of here. So as you can see, it's a lot more. Oh, I guess it does. It looks very red in this camera, but I really feel like it's more of an orange color, but that's all right. See, maybe it's like a red burnt orange. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take that serpentine and I'm going to go directly into the middle of the lip. Do you guys see? I mean, look at that. It's just magnificent. Probably one of my more favorite purchases. Okay, so I'm not liking this. It's giving me very jack-o'-lantern vibes. So I'm gonna come over this orange with Stone. If I can find it, here it is. So I'm gonna come over this orange with Stone. And Stone is really kind of like almost like a muted nude or a muted brown. Really pretty. So I'm going to go over that with this because I think it's just a little bit too vibrant. Okay, I like that a lot more. All right. I'm gonna Stick my finger in there. Alright, so we kind of have a reverse ombre going on now. Super cute. So I'm going to go ahead and finish with my sprays. Then I'm going to finish with my sprays, fix my hair, and then I'll be back. So this is the finished look, everyone. It's pretty bold, but always have the courage to do bold things. I absolutely love it. But thank you guys so much for coming in for another week to watch my video. As always, more to come. If you do have any suggestions of what you think I should be filming about, please go ahead and put it in the comments below. And make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All right, thanks so much, guys. Bye.